Welcome, everybody. I am the programmer, and I'm going to teach you how to code well enough so you can actually land a job. Today is part 1, our very first video, and we're going to be dealing with JavaScript. So, to start things off, we're going to install an IDE. So if you're ready, sit back, put on your favorite tank top, grab yourself a protein bar, and let's get started. Now let's say you want to get a job as a programmer, but you don't want to go to college because you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to actually get an education. Because guess what? You can learn all of this stuff for free. And this is the place where you can learn all of this stuff for free. And it's going to be so easy. You don't need to have any. You can have zero programming knowledge and still understand everything that we're going to talk about. There is no way, there is absolutely no way that you're not going to understand what we're going to be talking about. We're going to dumb it down so much, everybody can understand this. All right, so what do we need to do first as programmers? Well, we need to learn a programming language. In this case, we're going to start off by learning JavaScript. Why JavaScript, you may ask? Well, first of all, it's the most common programming language. And second of all, it doesn't really matter what kind of programming language you're going to learn to start with, right? JavaScript is simple enough, and once you get down the basic concepts, you can learn other programming languages much easier, because most programming languages operate on the same basic concepts. So, to start off, we actually need an environment to code in. This is what we call an IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Developing Environment, or Developer Environment. It doesn't really matter what it stands for, right? As long as you know what it is. This is where we write the code. So, we're going to be using Visual Studio Code as our IDE. Yes, I know, there are many other IDEs, but don't worry about them. This is the most common one. So that's what we're going to download. You can check the description below for the link, and then it's as easy as picking your operating system. In my case, it's Windows, and just download it, and you'll be ready to go. Once it's done downloading, you just go ahead and open this, and then this file should execute. I'm going to go with English, and you're just going to accept to this stuff. It's going to pick a place, right? You can just go to next in all of these cases. You probably know how to install things, right? I probably don't even need to make this type of video, but since we're going to start from step 0, we have to do this, right? We can create a desktop icon if we want. So we're going to go to next, we're going to go to install, and then it's installing. No fancy stuff, no complicated stuff so far. Well, actually nothing that we do is actually complicated. A lot of developers like to use very complicated language to describe their code and what they do and all of that stuff. And in reality, they do this because they don't really got a lot of other stuff going on in their life to be proud of. So they want to come across as smart as possible, but not here. We're just going to use normal language. We're going to explain everything, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Right, so it's already done. It's already finished. It's going to launch Visual Studio Code. After you're done downloading and you open Visual Studio Code, it's going to look something like this. Now, there's a chance that you're going to get a window which says, "Do you trust the authors?" And just click yes. Yes, you trust the authors. We all trust the authors. There's nobody in the programming business who does not trust the authors of Visual Studio Code. Okay, maybe some people, but don't worry about that. You trust the authors. So then it's going to look something like this. And once you have this in front of you, you can go ahead and click on this part right here. This is the Explorer. Now we got some other things over there, And we got some things over here. But don't worry about those things now. We're going to cover those things in future episodes. Right now, just know that this part is where all your code files are gonna be. So, next episode, we're going to create our very first file and we're going to execute our very first code. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Well, there wasn't a lot going on. The next one is going to be much more exciting. So, I hope you're looking forward to the next one. I know I do. And if you're ready for more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.